What's up everyone, James here. In this video we're going to be taking a look at a Pico mini aquarium. This DIY tank was sent to me by the kind guys at Picotank. You can check them out on a link in the description below, but essentially what this is it's kind of a build your own aquarium, which is really cool. So what we're going to do is have a look at it, unpack it, and see if we can put this thing together. Now I'd just like to forewarn, my DIY skills aren't the best, so this should be very interesting to see how well this goes for us. So yeah, without further ado, let's go check it out. Alright then, so here's the kit. So you get a few different things. This one comes with some adhesive glue, a nice little sticker to put on, a few various bits and pieces here. So let's get them cracked open and have a look. Nice, a little engraved piece here with the Pico logo and my Instagram name, which is cool. Another piece there. These pieces here. Again, I have no clue what half of this stuff is at the moment until I get the manual out. So possibly these are the test pieces that you can try out for the adhesive. I'll keep them to one side. I think this is like the filter. Back of the tank. And then you've got the panels here. So it says on the manual not to take any of the covers off until you've finished. So that's what we're going to do. I can't wait to see my DIY skills on this one. Yeah, there's a few other bits and pieces there. So I messed up a second ago. I read the lines on the inside. I don't know if you can see on here, they have like these inside markers, and yeah, I think I read them wrong and put these two panels too far to the back there, so there wasn't one for the front and one for the back. So I've just moved them about and I'm just going to let them set and then I'll do the next bit. Alright everyone, it's been 24 hours now, just about, and everything looks good. Tanks, it's still in one piece, which is great. One thing I did do, which I was being a bit of an idiot about, was I decided to try and stress test the panels. And as I pulled one of the panel pieces, this one slightly came off, so I've just had to do a bit more glue on it, so I'm gonna have to leave it another 24 hours to set before I can add any water to it, but hopefully it's all okay. But it looks good so far. All right everyone, so it's been another 24 hours. Everything seems to be glued down now and dry on the unit. So what I'm going to do is do a water test. So I've got this little hub and some water, so what I'm going to do is fill up the unit and just make sure that there's no leaks. Having this little container here is probably the only way I can control it without getting water all over my desk and everything, so let's give it a go. Alright then, so it's been about half an hour so far, and as you can see, a little bit of water at the bottom there. From what I can work out, the sides seem to be okay. I think it's just the bottom, so I'm going to empty it and just add a little extra glue around the bottom seals there, and then hopefully that'll seal that in nicely. Alright guys, so after 4 or 5 attempts, I finally think that I've cracked this leak thing. I probably used more glue than I was probably supposed to, but I wanted to make sure that I was thorough. The water test I've been doing has probably been about 8 hours now, and I can't see any immediate leaks. So I'm going to unpack it, get rid of the cellophane, and have a look at it properly. Alright everybody, so it's been roughly about 6 weeks now since I first put the Pico tank to use and built it, and I just wanted to give my thoughts all this time afterwards now. In terms of the tank itself, absolutely fine. I think the build quality is excellent. I think that it's a great little tank to use. The only gripe that I ever did have with it, and this isn't aimed at the actual the guys that developed it or anything, but it's just DIY tanks. And the reason why I say that is that I have just had non-stop issues with leaking on this thing, and I have used pretty much an entire bottle of glue to try and fix the issue and seal it, and yet still I find the odd little leak or seep of water that keeps appearing. Now, it's not major and not dramatic enough to be causing any kind of flooding issues or anything like that, but it's just a bit of a pain because anywhere I put the tank, I tend to notice after a couple of days there's suddenly a water patch underneath the tank itself. I must have probably attempted a good 5 times now to glue this thing and try and seal it, and as I said, you know, it's been all this time now and I'm still having problems like trying to sort that. So I think that's just one of those things with like these DIY tanks. I think if maybe I was using silicone as opposed to the glue that come with the pack, I might have had a different experience, but yeah, that was just the problem that I've sort of been having with the way that I've done it on this one. For me as well, instruction wise was a little difficult to follow. I think that was probably more me as well. I was trying to film as I was trying to read an instruction manual, so it caused me a little bit of difficulty. But other than that, you know, the instructions were all written there. It was just a case of following along. Maybe a few more pictures and, you know, a little bit more detail on a more simpler level, maybe, I don't know. It might have helped. I'm not saying that you needed to dumb it down or anything like that. I just find that things like this tend to be better with pictures or maybe some videos and stuff. But I do know a few creators are now working on a couple of videos, and this is a brand new product, so you can't grope too much. In all fairness as well, this is a test version of this aquarium. You know, it's bound to have some sort of niggles and things like that. That's why these products get sent out to people to test and create, you know, and offer feedback, and that's what I've done. I've given my feedback and stuff, so yeah, it's all good. These Pico tanks these days seem to be all the rage. A lot of the sort of big aquascapers are getting into these kind of aquariums, and they seem to have a real big place, especially in the sort of European and British market here. We tend to love our nano aquariums. Mainly that comes down to space and how limited it is in such small homes that we have, or flats and stuff, so they're very popular, and this is a great addition to that market. The reason I say that is that I think that this is a bit more of a compatible price other than, say, the big brand names, and I think that some of these are getting into stupid money these days. and I think it's just because the demand is there for them. Lastly, I just wanted to thank the people at Pico Tank for sending me this product to try out. As much as there's been gripes, it's been great fun having a go at building a fish tank for myself. I've always kind of wanted to have a go at it and see if I could do it, especially like a glass one or something, but thank God I tried a acrylic one. I dread to think how painful it is. It's good practice. I'd love to try it again, as I said, to do something with glass or something if I bought it. The only gripe I would say is you're subject to being victim to your own DIY skills, and for me that's where the issues have been happening for myself. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think of this aquarium in the comments below. Have you tried it, or are you looking to try it? Let me know. There's also a link to the product in the description if you want to go check it out for yourself. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. I've got some great videos coming up, another really cool build video and a couple more sort of already in the works and stuff, so it's really exciting times. So definitely stay tuned to check those out. And until next time, you stay safe.